And we're back. Actually, I'm replaying this part right here. I did actually go a little further ahead, but I accidentally saved the wrong location and lost the video, and then deleted it on accident because I'm so smart. So I'm replaying this part just for you guys, so you can see everything that goes on. And yeah, there's a dude right here. Remember that, because he was very annoying last time. No, there's no way it was that easy. You kidding me? I'm gonna shoot you in the face with your own arm. Yep, I knew it. Never trust a dead body. So we're gonna play through this part again because see, you see that this kinetic module, I can hold this blade out. I think a dude's about to spawn here. Yep. Oh, that's cool. You can press right bumper and rotate it. I think I missed horribly. Come on! Come on! Okay, fine. It works, I promise. Maybe he's too far away. Oh, that's right. I have to get the upgrade for me to be able to shoot stuff far away with it. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I think this game does a lot of things really well. One of those things I think it does really well is it really expands on survival horror, the genre. And when I say survival horror, I mean Resident Evil-like. You know, there's a lot of debate over what is survival horror, what's not survival horror. When I say survival horror, I mean Resident Evil-like. You know, a combination of exploration, inventory management, fighting enemies, and you know, save points, not checkpoints. You know, this game kind of uses checkpoints, but you do have to still use save points. And most importantly, fighting enemies. Like, I'm not talking about games like Amnesia and Outlast. And here are these things, and oh my god, these things are so annoying. They do so much damage. Oh, and I'm just apparently just have the worst aim. See, they jump on you. Oh, and they do a ton of damage. Ah! Oh, I didn't know there were more coming. Forgot. Okay, do I have a health pack? I have one large health pack. Okay. I'm gonna save it. And I don't mean games like Amnesia or games like Outlast, or I haven't played Among the Sleep, but I'm guessing it's very similar. Where you can't fight back, you have to run. And like, yes, there is an element of, you know, it definitely can make the game scarier, you know, because because these things will kill you. You have no fighting options. But honestly, personally, for me, like, you know, I know martial arts. I like, you know, I know how to fight. I know how to defend myself. So, you know, personally, I play games like Outlast or Amnesia, and it's like, you know, especially in Outlast, where like most of the enemies are just like regular dudes. They're just crazy, and they just have like pipes and stuff. It's like I know I could kick those dudes' asses. The protagonist can't, but I could. So they're just not that scary to me. I don't know. They're just not that scary. Because I mean, they're just dudes, and I could probably, you know, destroy them. Not the big dude. There's a big dude in Outlast that, you know, he would probably be, that'd be a whole nother story. But, you know, the regular dudes, you know, I'm like, I could totally fight these guys. It just sucks my protagonist can't do anything. But I do think, because, you know, I do think that fighting, when done correctly, can really add to the game. Because you look at like games like Resident Evil and like Silent Hill, where like fighting enemies was a major part of the game, and actually you figure out that you don't have to fight the enemies. In fact, you generally are going to waste ammo that way. Do I really want to spend money on a small med pack? Am I really going to do that? Actually, I think I am, just so I'm not just like dying. I'm also going to go ahead and buy a power node. That's pretty much what I'm going to be spending all my money on, is the occasional med pack and power nodes, because upgrades. Let's go ahead and use that med pack. Alright, now I'm doing sort of better, I guess. Where am I supposed to go? Going this way. And I think this game really expands on survival horror a lot, because like, you know, you still have to save. Yes, I'm aware. You should have told me that a long time ago, but okay. You know, I think this game really expands on a lot of survival horror ideas, like. Well, like I know I mentioned before, you fight enemies, and enemies are actually really tough in this game. Like, you know, I mean, you get guns, I mean, or, you know, a combination of guns and actual... Am I out of ammo? Can I not reload? Can I reload, please? Oh, it wants me to use stasis on the door. Okay, now can I please reload? Yes, I know all weapons have a secondary firing mode. Thank you. And like, so the enemies are really tough. That definitely adds to it. There's no HUD, which I know I mentioned before. I think that really adds to it. There's this little thing that tells you where you're supposed to go, and that is kind of counter to the traditional survival horror logos, where you know you typically have to find the map and then spend like hours figuring out where you're supposed to go. I think for older games where you know you only had like you know a PlayStation 2 disc worth of memory, you know, at best, or a PlayStation 1 disc even worth of memory, you extended the gameplay of the games by having players have to explore, and so you know. Oh, okay. Now this fight's actually really hard. I died on this. Fuck you guys. Oh, Jesus! Man. Oh, this fight's really tough. I am playing on hard mode. This fight's really tough. I might actually have to get the pulse rifle. Just thought about that. I might actually want the pulse rifle. Although honestly, once I speed up the pistol, I get some speed upgrades, it probably won't be as big a deal. Yeah. So anyway, as you can see, the enemies are really tough, and like, so you have this map thing, tells you where you're supposed to go. That's definitely, you know, that's definitely counter, because, you know, older games typically they extended the gameplay of the games by having you have to explore, but this was on an Xbox 360 disc, and so you didn't have to have the players spend a lot of time exploring just to get a decent amount of gameplay out of it. I think, actually, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like these things pierce. There we go. I handled that much better this time around. But you know, this game is on an Xbox 360 disc originally. It didn't have to have you explore just to extend the game time. They can spend more time focusing on the narrative, And so, like, the fact that it tells you where to go can allows for more focus. It keeps you focused on the narrative, keeps you focused on what's happening. You don't have to spend time exploring. Which I know is exploring's fun, but I think this game tries to be more narrative focused. To greater and lesser degrees. Whether or not it's successful, I guess it's up to you whether or not you like the narrative. This game's much more narrative focused. Which, I think it tries to do that by keeping you focused on what's going on. Did I just stomp him to death? Alright, he was actually alive and I stomped him to death. I like them apples. Give me that blade on him. Okay, I'm still in quarantine, so there's still something here. Since I have a stasis recharge right there, I'm going to abuse it. I hear them. Use a med pack. Get the hell out of here. Man, these guys are freaking tough. Freeze. Man, that guy especially. What a douche. I think I'm burning through ammo right now. Probably not the best of plans, but... Yeah. I just burned through ammo like no tomorrow. Do I even have any left? I have one ammo left. Great. So, I think it tries to be more focused on the narrative, which I think it pulls off to some degree of success. Ooh, ammo. Video. Oh, video log. Okay.
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness, the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor, Terrence, there will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
And that's what worries me.
Alright. You just saw them talk about unitology. Or talk about, that's obvious. There's something obviously religious going on. You can decide for yourself what unitology is representative of. But, there is some kind of cult. It's not even really a cult. It's actually a major religion in this universe. Unitology. Which actually revolves around these markers. And the markers are actually what's causing all of this. How exactly isn't really explained that well, but it is causing all this. It causes people to go crazy, and you'll see a marker, and they are very intimidating looking. But what really gets to me is okay, so these markers are causing these zombies to rise, and they're causing people to just go completely psychotic, and how can you possibly think that and of course they find out about all this. or I mean, it's pretty obvious that the markers are doing this, and they know the markers are doing this, and they still like worship them like religious symbols. It's like, have you completely lost your shit? Because, I mean, and I know there's like, there's some crazy beliefs out there, but personally, I have never heard of the religion that worships zombies and like psychopaths. I'm really wondering what Unitology evolved from. Oh, here we go. Ow. Those guys. Yeah, those guys. They're a barrel of laughs. Okay, so let's see. Let's focus on what we're doing. Okay, those are... Oh, that's right. Yeah, so this game's, as you've seen, is pretty dark. Oh! No, sir! No, sir! I don't think so! Just picked up something. I think it was a health pack. Yes, it was. And ammo? Yeah! Sitting pretty decent on ammo now. Oh, there's some more. But yeah, so these little things right here. Okay, so here's the thing. These dudes, or the dudes we're fighting, they're called necromorphs. They're not zombies in their traditional sense. What it actually is it's a parasite. It's kind of like, if you've seen Stephen King's The Thing, which, if you haven't seen Stephen King's The Thing, seriously, like, I would almost tell you to go turn this off and go watch The Thing. It's on Netflix. But, it's more like The Thing, where they're parasites that take over your body and then cause all these crazy mutations, and, I mean, they kill you in the process. God, I really hope they kill you in the process. But, yeah, so, these little things right here, the thing I just fought, yeah, those are what happens when a baby is taken over by a necromorph. Turns into one of those things. I can see little baby feet. So yeah, this game's pretty dark, as you'd imagine. And what happens is, if you get infected, it just uses your body as a host for this like crazy like parasite that morphs your physiology. Hence, necromorph. It morphs the dead. Then it can also infect corpses. I think at one point you actually do encounter the enemy that actually infects things. Because not just any enemy can infect. Oh wow. Oh, you ass! Freaking baby zombies. Oh man, those hurt. Open everything. Yeah, shoot off your limbs. There we go. Stomp. $1,000. I do still have a med pack, and go ahead and use it. One thing I'll say about this game, you don't get nearly as many health packs as you do in most games. Like, you actually, games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, usually if you're kind of at least decent at the combat, you end up getting plenty of health kits usually. Oh, I got the thermite, I think.
That thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this
Power
position.
node, ammo.
I can hear something big moving out there.
Yeah, I can hear it too. Where am I going? Going back this way. Oh, there's a locker I didn't get. With some ammo. I think I'm kicking ass on ammo. Yeah! Got some good ammo going on now. Oh. I hear you. I hear you. Yep, you're not fooling me. Yeah, you see them double shots right there? That's what I'm talking about. Ammo efficiency. And proficient use of stasis, which is your time freeze thing. Let's open this door. Life support is apparently is off. That's a shocker. No. Where am I going? Going to right here apparently. You know, before we do that, let's hit up the shop. How much money do I got? Buy another power node and a small med pack because I don't have any. Now I'm out of money. Probably gonna come back to bite me later, but I just generally whenever I've got 10,000 bucks, tend to buy a power node. Should probably be saving up for the level 3 suit, but we'll see. Okay, I'm
Okay, you're
locked.
through. Should be clear from there to the morgue. Remember, the codes are on the captain's body.
This is Senior
Hey.
Medical Officer Nicole Brennan.
That's my
translating
wife.
Ship-wide. We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening. These wounds. We are not equipped to deal with this. Get him to the table. Hold him. Nurse, you hold him down. And record it.
That was Nicole, right? I can't tell from here when that log was made. I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that always bodes well. Horror games where you're searching for a lost wife. You always find them, don't you? It always works out. Yeah. Oh, you ass. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Ha. Baby zombies. Really could use another med pack right about now. That's great. Okay, yeah, okay, first I was swimming in med packs and low on ammo. Now the opposite is the case. Oh, was that? Oxygen recharge. Well, I guess this place is going to be up in the vacuum soon. One would think. Ammo. Okay, I've got all the ammo in the world now, and no med packs. Fantastic. Fantastic. Where am I going? Alright. Oh, I need to power this. Power this thing. Is there any... Oh, there we go. Can I shoot it in? That'd be awesome, but no, apparently not. I worked on the first try, I didn't spit it out like a bitch. Oh. Come on. Oh, you brought your big brother! Actually, I think that's a female. Let's free some of you bitches. Oh, are you serious? Aha! That's right. That's right. Oh man. See that? Yeah, you do have these momentary feelings of, oh, I'm so badass, and the next fight comes along, you're like, I'm not badass at all. Okay, these are I counted one of these off screen a while ago. When I had to go back and do a previous save file, or redo the save file. Okay, so you can use your power nodes to unlock these doors. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. It really depends, but I so desperately need medical supplies that I'm going to take the chance and use one of my power nodes to unlock this door. Really hope it pays off. No schematic for something. Oh! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All the ammo in the universe. Line racks. No way. No way. Oh, okay. The game's just mocking me now. Look at this. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? This game is mocking me. I swear. It is mocking me. I just blew $10,000 to get crap I don't need. That's the thing. Like, sometimes those power node doors are worth it. Sometimes they're not. Honestly, they're usually... I find that they're usually not worth it. But there are some schematics for, like, really, really powerful weapons that you can only find behind those doors.
My name is Eileen Fisk. I just woke up in here and everybody was gone. I don't know what's happened. Why did they all leave? I'm going to try and find someone. You can hear this, please come for me. I can hear scratching in the wall. Hello? Who's there? Are you a doctor? Why is everyone... Wait, I know you. You're Harris, the prisoner from the colony. You killed that nurse.
Okay.
Help! Somebody help me! Please! Please!
Wow, that guy is messed up. Ah! I have all the ammo in the universe, so I'm just gonna shoot you in the face. Oh, I'm out of stasis! Not good! Oh, crap. Crap! Man! Hard mode! Kinda hard! Unsurprisingly. See, I don't even have like the radio from Silent Hill to let me know that they're coming in. You know, they're just there. That's really the hardest thing about them is they just appear next to you out of nowhere. Honestly, really probably wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for that. Oh, I gotta fight these dudes again. You know what I'm not gonna do? Use that power node. That's what I'm not gonna do. Come on. Oh, that was some good shooting. Oh, I'm doing. I think I'm doing a lot better this time. I think I'm doing a lot better. Yeah. Okay, a bunch of dudes are gonna spawn. I know you're coming this time. Yep, there you are. Oh, see them jukes? Yeah, dim jukes. Ah, did not juke at all that time. Alright. Oh, did I get a med pack, please? Yeah, med pack. At least made up for the hit I took. Barely. Finding all the ammo. None of the health. This is bullcrap. Where am I going? I didn't even have to go this way, did I? Nope. I got a, did I get a schematic or something? No, I just, that's what it was like 2 line racks. Fantastic.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Oh yeah, this girl again.
I just woke up in here and everybody was gone. I don't know what's happening. Why did they all leave? I'm going to try and find someone. If you can hear this, please come for me. I can hear scratching in the wall. Hello? Who's there? Are you a doctor? Why is everyone... Wait. I know
Further
you.
to...
You're Harris, the prisoner from the colony. You killed that nurse. Help! Somebody help me! Please! Please!
Okay, so that's talking about the marker that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, so they're trying to study it. Why, I don't know. But see, they're like, you know, I'm as keen as anyone to study it in detail and understand your sense of urgency given the events in the colony. But, so they know what's going on. Like, they know it's causing these problems, but they still, like, want to research it for some reason. Like, these are die-hard fanatics. I think, you know, my personal theory is that either, I don't have any evidence to confirm this, just kind of a feeling. My personal theory is that either the guy in charge of the Church of Unitology is a necromorph somehow, or the marker... Oh, whoa!
Science Log Chief Science Officer Dr. Kine reporting. The colony's
Okay.
problems concern me greatly. I have no doubt they are somehow linked to the discovery of the marker.
What
The
was
exact
that?
nature of that connection is still unknown. Almost 40% of the colonists are experiencing a form of dementia. The obvious symptoms are acute depression, insomnia, and hallucination. Incidents of violence and even murder also indicate extreme paranoia. Dr. Mercer has advised that I bring some of the affected on board for study. Dr. Wellen, a planet-side psychiatrist, has reported that his own analysis has been fruitless. I'm hesitant to rely on Dr. Mercer at this point, but I need his expertise. We need solutions, and we need them quickly.
Okay, my other theory is that the marker is actually like the leader of the Church of Unitology found a marker on his own, and it's actually like warping his mind to want to find more markers. And he's just apparently just a really charismatic leader or something. I don't have any evidence to support that theory, but I just kind of get the feeling it's the case. I heard something else. Apparently, it was my own mind brain playing tricks on me. Yeah. I need to get to a workbench. Got all these power nodes. Got all these... Oh, that's the thing that infects people. Oh, crap. That's an upgraded one. I'm already fighting upgraded ones? Man, screw these things! Oh! No! Don't think so! Oh! Ow, ow! Oh, man! They do a lot of damage. Alright, this is probably going to be really hard, so I'm going to come back when I beat this fight.
Thank God.
Beat him!
I'm accessing the captain's records right now.
Actually, it was only like the next try I was able to
I'll
do it.
contact you there. I'm going to find out what the hell happened to this ship.
Are those maggots falling out of his head? Sure. Yeah, these dudes, the ones with like the charred bodies, those are the upgrades. I can't believe I'm already fighting upgrades. Like, man, because they are tough. Upgrades are really tough. Oh, power node. Alright. Yeah, in the future, if I like get up to a fight and I just get wasted, I'm just gonna cut it until I actually beat the fight. So you guys just don't have to watch the same thing over and over and over again. I don't know if you guys would like me to just, or if you guys would just like to watch me just get ripped to pieces in like the most horrifying of ways over and over again. I guess let me know in the comments. But you know, just kind of save you some time. I'm just gonna cut it. If I ever get killed in a fight and I suspect it's gonna be tough, I'll just cut it until I actually beat the fight. Alright, what's going on in here? Let's reload. I am reloaded. Is this back where I was? This is back where I was. There's that oxygen thing. Oh! Oh, it's another upgrade! Oh! 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 Screw this thing! Get away from me! Ah! God, these things suck! I'm almost dead now. I'm almost dead. I see, like, when I'm almost dead, like, I move super slow, and I run. I'm just, like, stumbling around when I run. Oh, wait. What was that? Is that something? Oh, ammo! Come on, give me a med pack, game. You're being cruel right now. Is there a workbench? Oh, I have a med pack. Okay. That'll get me not automatically just super dead. Wait, where's the map? Okay, workbench. Show me a workbench. No, not even remotely near me. Okay. Actually, can I set? Oh, I can zoom in, I can zoom out. gonna go ahead and go to the workbench. Because I think... if I'm not mistaken...
Isaac! Somehow one of them found a way down to the captain's nest. I managed to contain it in a damaged escape pod. Lifting executive lockdown now. I found the deck logs. Whatever is happening around here, it came from the planet when they cracked it open. It spread to the colony and reached the ship. Isaac, this isn't an infection. It's some form of alien life. Shit, we've got bigger problems. The ship's engines are offline and our orbit is decaying. Get over to the engineering deck ASAP while I stay here and figure out what the problem is.
Alright, Tay Diggs. I'm on it. Actually... is that where I'm supposed to go? I'm trying to get to the workbench first. Yes, I'm gonna go here because I'm trying to get to the workbench. Going the right way, right? Yes. Oh, there's our friend Mental Stability. I don't really care. Alright, workbench! Workbench, I think it's in this room. Is not. Where's the workbench? Is it really? Is it in the room with the power node? Is it in the room that I have to spin the power node to get into? Is that really? No? No, I guess not. Where is it? It says it was in this room. Oh. It is literally right in front of me. Okay, let's go rig. I've got 5 nodes. We're gonna go boom. And HP upgrade, bitches! I almost want to go ahead and get the second HP upgrade, but we'll save it. I'm gonna upgrade my plasma cutter. Let's get some more capacity. And some more reload. Now I can hold more bullets. I've already am doing more damage. And more reload. Next time I'm gonna get the speed upgrades so I can shoot faster. Alright. Now let's head back to, no, I'm just gonna head back to the thing and I'll restart the video when I'm somewhere that's important. Alright, I'm at the tram. It really wasn't that far. Okay, so I think the tram is always the end of the chapter, if I remember correctly. I do not have enough money. Oh, actually, I'm gonna sell those stupid line racks. They're so pointless. Yes, I'm sure. Oh man, my plasma cutter is kind of worth a lot of money now. Really hope I'm able to afford the next suit upgrade, although I kind of doubt it at this point. Okay. Well, oh yes, a med pack, sweet. If you notice, so I got the health upgrade on my rig, and you see now I have 5 bars across my back, not just 4. So I pretty much just increased my health by 25%, which is a pretty significant increase if you ask me. I really want to get the bigger armor upgrade because that'll be helpful as well. Alright, well, we're about to head to the second I think we're about to head to the next chapter. I think we're about to head to chapter 3. Yep, chapter 2 intensive care completed. Save your progress. Yes. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This has been chapter 2 of Dead Space. I think I'm going to do the episodes. All the episodes are going to be done by the chapter, because that just kind of makes sense. So, you know, the first video will be most of chapter 1. I know that this video kind of had a little bit of chapter 1 in it. I think we're just going to do chapter by chapter. That's just going to make the most sense. So, thanks for watching chapter 2. If you guys have, you know, just leave comments in the comment section. I'll try and read them. Again, you can't spoil anything for me because I've already seen it all. But, you know, try not to, like, you know, still put a spoiler warning in case you're gonna, you know, say something, because there might be people watching this that haven't played the game yet, or they haven't played the game at all. So, you know, just be considerate. All right. Well, again, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys next time. I am Sir Ryu Korin, signing out.